This is a quick instructional video on how to remove the windshield wiper arms as well as the windshield cowl. I replaced mine with a yellow painted cowl painted by American Hydrocarbon, and the removal and installation are relatively simple. The windshield wiper arms would be the first thing that you would want to take off, and in order to take those off, you want to pop off these little caps. Use a trim removal tool just to slide underneath the space there to pop these off. Underneath these caps on both wipers, you'll find a 15mm nut that you will take off, and once you have that nut off, you will then remove the wiper arm. Removing the wiper arm is very easy. Just push down where my hand is here on this piece, and when you push down on that, it's going to release the tension in this part that is on the bolt, and the release of tension will allow you to just lift it straight up. Of course, another thing you want to do prior to doing that is to remove the windshield washer fluid lines. This one they unplug simply from there. That just pulls straight out like that. And so we'll just go ahead and put it back on. And the same thing is true of this one over here on the passenger side. You'll remove the passenger side wiper arm the exact same way. When you put the wiper arms back on, if you'll look under the wiper blades towards the end of the wiper blades, you'll see a dot, and they're hard to see in this lighting conditions. There's a dot. It's actually a clear spot in this dark shaded area, a clear dot there, and there's one on the other side as well. And that's where you line your blades back up so that they're in the right position. Okay, so that's how we take our windshield wiper arms off. Once those are off, the removal of the cowl is very simple. The first thing you want to do is to remove this piece right here. Comes out. There are just tabs that are in there. You'll pull them out away from the fender, and they'll just pop right out, and you'll take this piece off. The same is true of the piece on the passenger side. It does the same thing. Just pulls right out, tabs pull out, and you've removed those, and you've exposed the entire windshield cowl at that point. There are four, we'll pull this back, as you can see here, there are four pins that are holding this leading edge of the cowl onto the car. Those pins push right in, pull right out. They're very easy to pull out. So pull all four of those up. There's another third one right down there in that area, and then the fourth one down towards the end. You can just lift this weather strip up, and you can see where they are as you go along there. There are four of them. So you'll pop those up out of their positions, and once you've done that, then you can pull the cowl back away from the windshield. As it pops away from the windshield, the only other thing left to do at that point is to unplug, and you'll see right down in here, maybe difficult to see, there's the line leading in for the windshield washer spray, and you'll want to unplug that from, there's an area right in here that it's clipped into. You'll want to unplug that line from the line that houses the two nipples that supply the two windshield wiper arms. Once you've unplugged it, the cowl can be completely removed, and you've got it off. Putting it back is the exact same way. I would recommend getting some new plugs to put into these spots. I use the ones out of my original cowl, but I'm going to replace them. They're not quite as tight as I would like them. The tricky part, again, about getting it set into place before you replace it and put it back together, you'll want to set the leading edge up into its groove. There's a groove in there, and then there's a groove area into the windshield, and you want to set it in and get it in. And it's a little difficult, and I think my pins will help me get all of this together, but you can see how it sets nice and flush. Mine's come back a little bit in one spot. I'm still working on getting it, but I think actually it's because my pins need to be in better, and once they're in, then we'll be in good shape, I believe. So that's the basic installation removal. Then you'll put the be sure you plug your little line back in to supply your windshield washer fluid to the windshield wipers. Then you'll put your windshield wiper arms back on, line them up appropriately. Again, when you put them on their bolts, just push down on this part of the arm a little bit, and that will slide right down onto the bolt. Put the nut on it, and then replace the cap. Be sure you line it up before you put it down. Line it up straight where it needs to be, and then you can put it down onto the bolt, and then the wiper blades will be in the location that they're supposed to be in. That's about it. Not a very difficult process, but some had asked about what was involved in doing it, so I just thought I'd make a quick video, and let me know if you have any questions. Be glad to answer them.